Good evening. Thank you for joining us for the Cornelius Safe Rest Pods 6-month follow-up meeting. My name is Valentina Barrett, and I work in the Office of Equity, Inclusion, and Community Engagement, and I provide support to the Homeless Services team. This meeting will be recorded and will be available on the Washington County website. If you wish to not be recorded, please feel free to sign off and check out the recording at a later time. For everyone joining us this evening, in a few moments, you will see an interpretation world icon on the bottom of the screen. If you'd like to listen in English, click English, and if you'd like to listen in Spanish, click Spanish. If you don't make a selection, you may miss parts of the conversation this evening. To ask questions, you may use the Q&A button. And we're asking all participants to please remain on mute while folks are presenting, and whether you keep your camera on or off is up to you. At this time, I'd like to invite our interpreters, Rosie and Victor from Passports to Languages, to make an announcement.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. As mentioned, we have interpretation available. I will give the instructions in Spanish first, and then I'll go ahead and give them in English as well. Muy buenas noches a todos. Tenemos interpretación disponible para esta junta. Si está ingresando por medio de una computadora, va a haber un icono de globo en la parte baja de su computadora dentro de unos minutos. Y de ahí va a poder seleccionar su idioma de preferencia. El icono de globo va a tener la palabra interpretación. Si está ingresando por medio de una tableta o un teléfono inteligente, van a haber 3 puntos con la palabra más. De ahí le va a aparecer un nuevo menú y de ahí seleccionar la opción de interpretación de idiomas. Si prefiere inglés, seleccione inglés, o si quiere español, por favor seleccione español. Si tiene alguna pregunta, por favor notifíquenos y con mucho gusto le podemos ayudar. Gracias y muy bienvenidos. If you're joining from a computer screen, like a desktop or a laptop computer, there will be a globe icon at the bottom of your screen that will appear actually in a few seconds. It will say interpretation, and from there you can select your English or Spanish. Or if you're joining us through a tablet or a smartphone, there will be 3 dots with the word more. And from there will be a new menu where it says language interpretation. And from there, you'll be able to select your language of preference. If you want to hear the meeting in English, please select English. Or if you want Spanish, please select Spanish. If at any moment you have any questions, please let us know or raise your virtual hand, and we will be more than happy to assist you. Thank you and welcome. Back to you.
Thank you, Victor. At this point, I will turn on the interpretation. One more quick note. If you have any participation needs and would like help to ask a question during the meeting or need any other accommodation, please let a staff person know and we will provide you with any help we can today. Thank you. Before we dive into the agenda, I'd like to open the space for additional Washington County and Open Door HousingWorks staff introductions. Please share your name, pronouns, and role with each organization. We'll start off with Jessie Adams.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jessie Adams. I use she, her pronouns, and I work at Washington County on the Homeless Services team. I do our strategic projects, which includes siting shelters and permanent supportive housing and other special projects like that. And I am going to pass it along to my coworker, Mike.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mike McLeod. I use he, him pronouns, and I am a strategic project specialist in the Homeless Services Division. And I support Jessie on the strategic initiatives and relations team. And I will go ahead and pass it to Emily.
Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Valladares. I am the program manager for our street outreach team and our access center. And I will be passing it on to Amber Johnson.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amber Johnson. I'm the program manager of shelter services here at Open Door HousingWorks.
Thank you, everyone, for your introductions. We've had the opportunity to review the participation information and the bilingual meeting announcement. We'll also review some engagement principles for today's time. We'll share some outcomes. Open Door will also provide a lived experience story. We'll have the opportunity to review the survey and feedback process for the 6-month follow-up, share some information on the neighborhood committee, next steps, and allow time for questions. We'd like to review some engagement principles for our time together. We ask that today that everyone listen respectfully, allow others to finalize their statements, please refrain from personal attacks. We do want to encourage everyone to participate. We ask that everyone be patient so that others can finish their words and statements. Please keep an open mind and keep a positive attitude. At this point, I'd like to ask Emily to share an open door lived experience story.
Thank you for providing us the space to share this heartwarming story. Please note that the person's name has been changed for privacy. This journey takes you from homelessness to a sense of security and from uncertainty to a life filled with purpose. Daniel encountered health struggles and found himself unemployed with no family and nowhere to go. That's when Open Door HousingWorks opened their arms to him. At the Hillsborough Safe Rest Village, he discovered a chance to rebuild. Months later, as the Hillsborough Safe Rest Village flourished, Daniel's journey took another turn. Temporarily housed in a hotel, he never lost faith. And when the brand new Safe Rest Village welcomed residents back in, Daniel's dreams came full circle. He secured part-time work through our workforce development program and even received a generous gift through a church we had partnered with, a vehicle of his own. Today, Daniel is permanently housed and receiving long-term supportive housing. Still employed through our workforce development program, not only has he found stability, but he's also become a valuable and dedicated employee, demonstrating exceptional work ethic and commitment. His heart, once weighed down by struggles, now overflows with joy and gratitude, making him a beacon of resilience and hope. Thank you all for being here today. I will now be passing it over to Jessie.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jessie Adams with the county, and as Emily just shared, that is a success story from the Cornelius Pods, and Daniel's story is one of 30 stories of residents who have had positive exits from the Cornelius Pods in the last 6 months. I don't know how many of you were all part of our community engagement process last summer, but if you'll recall that the Cornelius Pods are part of Washington County's entire response to homelessness, which means that we have a shelter system that we're building throughout the county. And it looks different in different communities. We have options for pod villages like this one in Cornelius. We also have pod villages in Hillsborough and Aloha. We have motel shelters and are building congregate shelter facilities as well so that everybody can access the type of shelter that works for them in the community that they live or work or have supports in. And we see these success stories through all of our shelters. And part of the SHS measure as well means that once somebody does access housing, it is the supportive housing that Emily mentioned as well. So they have long-term rent assistance and case management in place to put the supports in, like cars, rent assistance, utility assistance, anything that they need to be safe and secure and have a successful long-term tenancy. So as you can see, it starts with Open Door HousingWorks outreach and making somebody feel safe to enter the shelter where they can then access all of these supportive services, because as always, the end goal is housing. And here we've shown that in the Cornelius Pods, that's happened 30 times just in the last 6 months, which is incredible work on behalf of Open Door and their residents. Can we do the next slide, please? So as part of our work in Cornelius and being a good neighbor, we want to make sure that we hear from you all about your experience with the Cornelius Safe Rest Village. So we're going to be sharing a survey to learn more about your neighborhood's experience with the village. We're going to be able to share it in print or digital formats. So Open Door will have paper copies that they will be able to share throughout the neighborhood. You can ask Open Door to bring one to your home, or you can stop by and talk to them about it. They'll also be able to canvass the neighborhood and drop off paper copies at your home. We will be sharing digital options to be able to access it on our website as well. It will be posted there for 2 weeks after this meeting if you want to provide feedback there. We will update any new questions and answers in our frequently asked questions section of the Washington County website. We really would like to hear about everyone's experience with the Cornelius Safe Rest Pods. And I think I'm going to pass it over to Amber Johnson, and she is going to share with you another way that you all can be involved with the Cornelius Pods.
Thank you. Ongoing monthly communications and opportunities for feedback will be coordinated through the neighborhood committee. Members of the committee include neighbors and community members, program supervisors and shelter staff, county staff, as well as church representatives. The committee will review together issues and concerns, the neighborhood plan for bilingual communication of changes, opportunities to engage with shelter programming. And we invite all of you to sign up to be a part of our committee so we can hear your voices and best serve our neighborhood and our guests.
Thank you so much, Amber. So for next steps, I'd like to remind everyone to please take some time to share your feedback by participating in the survey. There will be a digital QR code and a physical flyer. Also, please connect with the neighborhood committee for monthly updates and participate in the meetings. To close off our time today, I'd like to open the space for any questions. And to conclude, a reminder to please stay engaged through the Homeless Services inbox at Washington County. We also have the recording that will be available on the Washington County YouTube and the Pod Village Shelter website. And reminder also to please engage through community conversations and the neighborhood committee. Thank you so much for your time. We wish you all a beautiful evening. Take care.